All right, it should be working now. It should be working now. Again, always with the technical difficulties, man.
Yeah, you doing that live. Let me close out.
It says I'm live right now, so
I'm gonna close out YouTube and go back.
yeah, go back. It says I'm live. Okay, so we're gonna wait.
Oh yeah, you live.
We're gonna wait for people to come in, and then you already know how it is. Hold on, let me turn off my light real quick, and let me get the aesthetic rolling. Let me get that shit rolling. Hold on. Where's my light? There we go. All right, bet. Okay. I don't know how good my mic quality is. I'm hoping it's fantastic. So, real quick, let's go over some things. How is everybody's day? I hope everybody is doing absolutely amazing. I hope y'all are taking care of yourself. I gotta steal the STK shit, right? I gotta steal it, okay? Because, STK, he be spitting on that, like, taking care of yourself stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, make sure you are all taking care of yourselves, okay? Drink water, go outside, do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, get some physical activity going, clean your room, do the dishes. Actually, I just did the dishes earlier and I got water all over my shirt. I'm low-key pissed as hell, but do the dishes, right? Do your laundry, do whatever it may be, make your bed, right? Do what you need to do to make sure that your day is setting up great or going off. Like, it's doing great, okay? Be healthier, okay? Today, I'm joined by my goat, my boy, Sleepy. What's good, Sleepy?
Nothing much, bro. Could be on this live. Didn't know it's safely or something like that.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me end the stream already. Hold on. We gotta chill out. Introduce yourself, Sleepy. Who are you to me? You're my goat, right? So introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm a
give
goat,
a really
bro.
good give a really good introduction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My name's Sleepy. I'm gonna start posting on YouTube soon. I post like a couple videos, but took a break because like life stuff. But yeah, name's Sleepy. And it called me on this live.
Yes, sir. You already know. So, I gotta say, we have some crazy topics of discussion. All right. So, first topic of discussion. Let me bring it up. Oh, that's the snippet tool. Oops. All right. First topic of discussion. Let's talk about it. Okay. So, first things first. Let's go over the gun backstory. So, Sleepy, since you're my guest, what are your thoughts on the gun backstory so far?
No, I think it's pretty cool. I just like the whole entire thing when they go like how a gun character, how he kind of like he have to like fight to be loved. I think it's pretty cool. I like that we learn more about Gun. I find it kind of funny that he was just born with UI, like he was just born him. Like he looked at the girl Joe, like Lookism, bro. He was just born a strong clan, like weird eyes that made him special. I like that. I expected to be like, I thought it would be like more Sama for Gun. Like so far, his life don't seem that back up here to people like Eli, like Vin Jen, probably Johan, but like he really did have a bad life. But yeah, I think that backstory kind of cool. I can't wait to see more.
The backstory for me is getting slow. I like Gun. I don't know how I feel about a Gun backstory. I'm more so interested in a Goo backstory. The chapter was pretty interesting to somewhat of an extent. I thought the fight was pretty cool. I thought the idea that Gun is just like this prodigy was pretty cool. Well, I mean, we already knew that, but I like the idea that like the Kojima brothers still aren't like that, Tekkadan. I liked the Yamazaki Head was introduced, but one thing I gotta say, just a real quick about this chapter is the Lookism community spreads so much misinformation about just like stupid stuff. So I've seen a lot of people claim that Gapryong Kim made the Yamazaki Head go into depression. So when I was reading the Raws, translations weren't out yet. So obviously I was like, okay, word. That's actually crazy when people were telling me that. People legit had me thinking that that Yamazaki Head got bullied by Gapryong. And that's like he fell into depression. That's not what happened at all. So when I read the translations, it was just straight up like it was just wrong. It was just wrong. What happened was the syndicate, the Yamazaki syndicate, lost to the Gapryong crew, and in them losing is what got the Yamazaki Head depressed. Not Gapryong just beating the hell out of the Yamazaki Head. I thought that was like, because people were pointing it out, like Gapryong soloed the Yamazaki syndicate, and I was like, oh, okay, so Gapryong's really like that. And then I read the chapter, and it's just not at all what it says. So what are your thoughts about that, Sleepy? What do you think about that?
I think like there's people that don't push the agenda for Gapryong Kim. Like I do think Gapryong Kim like stronger, but that's like he don't reason like he the only reason why the Lookism Head is just so depressed. It's kind of funny, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like people, they really do want to push that agenda for Gapryong Kim, but like I said, I do think he's number one in the verse, so I don't really care too much.
Yeah, I agree that Gapryong Kim's number one in the verse, but to spread the narrative that Gapryong Kim just soloed the entire Yamazaki clan, oh my goodness, that's just terrible. Like, why are we spreading this misinformation? That's insane. Yamazaki, people are downplaying the Yamazaki Head because a lot of people were saying that Gapryong just bullied him, which is just not true. So, hey, whatever that may be. So that's kind of what I had. That was kind of my, like, thing on the chapter. Not too much to really talk about. So I guess we can talk about a couple of things related to the chapter. But also I want to get into a couple other things real quick for content. So a lot of you probably know that my video got copyright struck. My James Lee video, okay? So this is an issue that a lot of people in the Lookism community has faced. I think Blur Nation has gotten his channel struck down before. I know Zenkai has gotten his channel struck down before. So what I'm going to do is I have a Patreon. I don't use it for money or anything. So I'm going to make two versions of videos. So I'm going to release a censored version, which is going to be up on YouTube. And then I'm going to release an uncensored version, which is going to be on Patreon. So an uncensored version is going to be on Patreon. Basically, that's going to show every panel, right? Every statement that's made, because I can't get struck on that platform. Whereas YouTube is a different story. If I get 3 strikes, you already know, baseball terms, I'm out. So I already got 1 strike, don't want to risk 2 more. If I get 1 more strike, chances are I'm probably just going to make an alt, and I'm probably just going to upload on a different channel, because clearly something's wrong. But from now on, from this point forward, I'm going to do mostly Lookism still, but I'm also going to do other stuff, but I'm going to be very censored about what I post onto the Lookism videos. So what I mean is basically you're not going to see a lot of the panels. So a lot of the stuff that I say, so like for instance, Taesu, I'm going to do a Taesu video. I'm planning on doing that. So for the King's ranking video, when I talk about Taesu, if I say something like, what's it called? If I say something like, Taesu's stated to have like a indestructible body that doesn't collapse, chances are I'm not going to actually show the actual panel. I'm going to leave that to the uncensored version. Can I drop the Patreon? Yeah, I'll drop it in chat in just a second. Let me see if I can pull it up. But Sleepy, on the other hand, is also doing content, as he said earlier. So Sleepy, yo, since we are obviously going to collab, I hope so. What do you want to do for a video?
I don't know, probably like a King and Rich Lookism video. That might be cool. It'll probably go do like a Reddit video, talk about like a weather situation, I guess. But right now, since you do Richard Brother content right now, King and Richard Lookism video will be pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. There was one character you were talking about, Sleepy. I think it was like this one, it was the son of Oma versus like, I think it was, what's his name, right?
I mean, me and you talking in the past about doing like a video about Jane Lee versus Shin. He not like the son of Oma. He's like Oma, the clone of him. And then he the strongest character in Kanga right now. He just considered to be like the peak of the verse. Everyone recent down to get to his level. Like he considered to be like on a whole different level from everybody in the verse. But we were talking about probably doing a video between them, like James Lee versus him, like, and who would actually win.
Yeah.
I think right now,
easy Lookism W now.
like, I'm not gonna say too much just because we do the video in the future, but right now I think San should win. Like, I think Kagan Pima got better AP. Speed is more like debatable. Like, there's certain stuff you can use to argue that Kagan scales crazy high speed wise, but not everybody really fully agree with that stuff. But if we ever do the video on there, we can like talk about it then.
Absolutely. All right. So since we got some things out of the way, now let's go to reading chat. I'm pretty sure you've been reading chat, but I have not been reading chat because, I'm trying to do some stuff on the side. So let's see. Paz said Promise has no hair. Promise is bald. That's actually so untrue. Bro, your country. Yeah. Paz, the real Promise is really bald. Yo, fuck you, Sleepy. Samuel had it rough. Samuel did have it really rough. People like underestimate how badly Samuel got it. But Samuel's a GOAT, so he pushed through. He pushed through, as the GOAT should. Yamazaki got jumped by the fist game 100%. I agree. I think that the Yamazaki head absolutely got jumped. You can't tell me that like the way that Jin Young goes over how UI Daniel mimics the Yamazaki head, and then Jin Young goes, I need all of my crew members, or I need everybody from our fist game to even compare to this guy, is an implication to me at least that the crew jumped him, and then Gapryong got like an amp, and then he ended up beating him. Ryan's the GOAT. Ryan's a bitch. Anyways, Gap over Yamazaki. Yeah, Gap is over Yamazaki 100%. Gap bullied him. I wouldn't say he bullied him. I'm of the opinion that Gapryong Kim probably was losing and then got stronger. That's my opinion. I think he got an amp, and that's why like he's considered this unbeatable god. Not gonna lie, narrative always pointed towards Gap having to fight Yamazaki Head one-on-one after Yama Head beat the majority of the fist game. Yeah, I agree. Like that, Gapryong beat Yamazaki Head one-on-one. But what I'm saying is, that doesn't also mean that they didn't have to jump him, right? You know what I mean? So I still feel like they still jumped him. That's my implication, or how I'm gonna read it. The GOAT is live. Is that my boy Poison? The GOAT? Poison 3. Let's go. Poison 3 on TikTok. Any James Lee fans in the chat? Bro, yo, stop insulting my GOAT, James Lee. Come on now. He's the
James
GOAT.
Lee isn't like that, bro. He's
shut up. Agony, Zenkai, Blur, from what I know. Yes, they all got removed and they got struck, which was so dumb. I genuinely don't know why Naver Webtoon, like, I don't know why they removed that stuff. If anything, that would be, if at least in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong. If anything, that would be more supportive for Webtoon or the Lookism community, right? Like if content creators from overseas are making content on your Webtoon, that would like start getting it more and more notable, right? More notoriety to it, which at least in my opinion, I think that's really good. Maybe I'm tweaking. I don't know. Maybe I'm tweaking. Can you drop the Patreon? I did say I was gonna, hold on. Sleepy, drop the Patreon. I linked it to Sleepy. Maybe he'll drop it in chat. I don't know. I'll drop it in a bit if he doesn't drop it. Yeah, they lost, but it's also someone implied that Gapryong had a reason they won, or was the reason they won. Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I agree that Gapryong Kim absolutely won that fight. We don't ever get any notable like statements from like, let's say Elite, for instance, or Jin Young, as a matter of fact, Tom Lee, whatever, Moojin. It's not really ever implied that they were the ones that came out on top. Obviously, Gapryong was the one that came out on top. That's why he's revered as the legend of that generation, and that's why he's revered to be like an unstoppable beast or monster. Webtoon is really, what's wrong with showing old panels on Lookism? I don't really know. I think what it is not just showing, I don't think it's showing the panels. I think it's showing the text and the panels, because I think my friend Anime Hype House had a similar issue, is that when you don't make it not like your own, but when you just straight up rip like the panels and you show the text without putting anything on it or anything interesting on it, that is really dangerous and that can get you struck. Webtoon is really strict with the copyright, so straight up panels will get you struck. Yeah, that's why whenever you see my videos, some of it is really over edited. And I do that intentionally so I don't get struck down. I'm just surprised that the one video that got struck down was a James Lee video. That one was surprising to me. So I don't know. I could literally get hit at any moment, which is crazy to me. I don't even know the rules on that since I see Lookism content all the time on my YouTube feed because people are really smart with it. Like I said, it's if you add your own stuff to it. So like for instance, like I said, with my edits where I over edit a certain panel, like I put glitches or I put mist on it, those don't get the I think it's like a CPU or whatever. It's like basically like an AI. It reads that and then it'll be like, oh, you're straight up ripping the panel, and then they take it and they strike it. That's why I over edit, and then the ones that I over edit on stuff, those haven't gotten taken down yet. Despite the Johan video being really high viewed, it still hasn't gotten taken down yet. Neither has the gun video, which the gun video is like the longest running video I have on my channel. And that one hasn't gotten struck down because obviously, as you know, in that gun video, I over edited. Not gonna lie, 5th affiliate James being above Gun is a stretch because of James Lee's feats and Gun having better feats. I don't think it's actually the feats that I put James above. I think it's the narrative that I put James above Gun in terms of narrative, in my opinion. That could obviously change in the future. I believe Gun is going to get stronger. I believe that James Lee will also get stronger, and so I'm really actually expecting that fight to happen or play out very soon. Nah, Shen demolishes James Lee. Who's Shen? Shen is the Yamazaki Head, right? Depends on if they're using a coin or using the coin on locked chapters on websites like Void where you don't have to pay. I use Void. I do use Void, and I think those don't get struck down. I think it's when you actually use the webtoon version, that's when it gets struck down, because Void Scans uses different text. So I think that's why I'm able to get away with it with Void Scans, because Void Scans uses different text. Sometimes, I think even my James Lee video, I did use at least one webtoon text. I'm pretty sure I did. Top 3 in the Fist Gang after Gap probably won their fight and tried fighting Shingen, tired as fuck, and got bodied. Then Gap came in and saved their ass. I don't know. This is gonna be, oh my goodness, this is a really hot take. I'm banking that Elite didn't actually get like bodied like that. I'm actually banking that Elite low-key held his own. I wouldn't put money on it. Don't ask me to put money on it. I don't want to make that bet. If you're gonna make me bet money on James or Elite contending with Yamazaki Head, yeah, I tap out. You got me. I think the head of the Yamazaki clan lost because he didn't have the same strong mentality as Gapryong. If that was true, that'd be weird. Cause I mean, yeah, obviously. Stream so good that he had to wake up in their second body. Yo, true. Poison's a goat. But responding to that Gapryong thing, I think the Yamazaki Head has like a lot of conviction. I think my issue with the Yamazaki Head is that obviously Gapryong had more conviction. That's his whole thing. But the Yamazaki Head has to be strong, and conviction plays a huge role in making you a top tier. I mean, it's like the biggest factor you need. So something crazy must have had to happen for Gapryong to actually I think what happened is that the Yamazaki Head, his entire syndicate, because the Kojimas are considered top tiers, the entire syndicate got absolutely destroyed. And I think what happened was because the syndicate got destroyed and then Gapryong got stronger, that the Yamazaki Head basically felt hopeless and that they wouldn't win. So that's why he's trying to get Gun, and they're all so obsessed with Gun being like the strongest, because the Yamazaki Head got like not only did his crew get bodied, because that is what is implied, his crew got bodied, but he got bodied as well. Sleepy just left, by the way. This is supposed to be a featuring Sleepy like stream, and he left. Oh my goodness. All right, yo, Sleepy, if you're listening, yo, peace out, brother. I love you. You're my boy, and you're my goat. All right. He joined a VC. Okay, I'll drag him back. Yo, Sleepy, why'd you leave, bro? Sleepy.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, yeah, I thought you dipped for real. I was
no.
You barely joined. You said no.
Yeah, I had to go through something real quick, but I'm back.
Okay, word. All right, SDK Hus says, can viral hit beat Lookism? Okay, this is actually a really good question. So depending on how you look at Samdok's scaling, he might. So there's contention with Samdok scaling. Now, I think that Samdok can absolutely hold his own with the high tiers. But that's all in contention with not only the, I think it was a gag, right? It's a gag manga or manhwa. The gag manhwa, and I haven't read Manager Kim because Manager Kim sucks. So I don't know his feats in Manager Kim. So me personally, I'd probably say the gag thing is real. And with that, I would say absolutely yes. He can bang with Lookism. And he probably might beat him. Not all at once though. Alright, when is the Killer Pietro versus Lookism video? I've been waiting for that. Okay, so I actually just started it today. So it's gonna be a really quick video. The reason I started this video instead of the Johan video, because the Johan video versus Goo is going to take so much longer than I initially thought. I have to do a lot of research into this. I'm gonna touch on the main points of the Johan versus Goo video. But it's taking a lot of research to get into it. Mainly because of Gun. Gun is very weird. Depending on how you scale Gun is the outcome of the fight. So today or tomorrow, I plan to release that Killer Pietro versus Lookism video because I've already talked to a friend of mine, Anime Hype House, who we went over the scaling for it. I've talked to a couple of people in my Lookism verse chat, or not my Lookism verse chat, but STK's Lookism verse chat, and we've gone over the scaling and we've talked about it and what feats are what and what feats could actually make either Killer Pietro above Lookism or Lookism above Killer Pietro. And slight spoiler, Lookism may have it. So Lookism may got it, but I'll let y'all interpret the video how y'all want to interpret it. If I misunderstand something, obviously y'all can comment it whenever I release the video. So that's the point. Johan slams that fraud. Okay, why are we hating on Goo? Goo's the GOAT. Okay, stop hating. That's my boy. Alright, I love Johan too, but come on, we're lying on Goo's name. Like, we're lying. Straight up lying. So, alright, let me get into the other thing I want to talk about. Let me pull up my notes. Alright. So the other thing I want to talk about is future content ideas. Okay. So for future content, and I want y'all's opinion on it. Okay. So I'm thinking of doing other series outside of Lookism. So I plan on probably covering something like solo leveling, probably something like viral hit, questism. I probably feel like I'm gonna expand out into more of the, not only the PDJ company but the manhwa in general. Or manhwas in general. So I plan to do a viral hit video pretty soon. And I think that one would be really interesting. What am I going to talk about for viral hit? I actually don't know. But from what I've been looking at, what I've been reading, viral hit, hey, people be downplaying viral hit. Tekkadan's, okay, I'll say this. Tekkadan is obviously, like, his take on viral hit is way too crazy for me. But Tekkadan is kind of right when people are saying, when he says people sleep on viral hit and they're low-key strong like that, he ain't lying. Viral hit's low-key strong like that. But they're not like gun level, so yeah, they're not gun level. I miss No Luck. Every time I see that Fraud's picks, it reminds me of No Luck. Bro, you're hating. You're hating on Goo, dude. Okay, so other future content stuff. So, real quick, I'm gonna need if STK, well, okay, I'm gonna bring this up real quick. I have a plan, and I've said this in a recent video. I have an idea that I want to do with STK that we're going to be doing soon. So just a real quick, like little, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit of details, not details, but a little bit of taste of what is to come. Pause. Yo, pause. Don't quote me on that. STK and I have a pretty solid idea for what we want to do for certain things that is going to help you guys, the community. And what I mean by that is we're going to what's the word I'm looking for? We are going to personally help you guys with certain projects. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. So I don't know if SDK wanted me to bring that up, but that's all I'm going to say for now. Okay? So that's another thing for a future content idea that I have in the back of my mind or in my pocket, you know what I'm saying? So pocket sand, right? I'm holding on to that. That's some content idea that we're going to do. And then, like I said, expanding to maybe viral hit, maybe something like Questism. Questism been popping off recently. Any explaining videos? Like explaining videos, like what do you mean? Like breaking down certain characters? Is that what you're trying to say? Or what do you mean exactly when you say explain videos? Like, are you talking about like, maybe something like the second body theory or, like, what do you mean? Yes, in power systems? Yeah, okay, so yeah, I'll do something like that. So I will do explaining videos if y'all really want that. So when I did a poll a while ago, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, when I did a poll a while ago, explaining videos seemed to be really, really low and they didn't poll very well. So I was thinking of doing explaining videos, but a lot of people weren't really interested from what I saw. So it didn't really interest me to actually pursue it because it's not what you guys want. But if y'all really want that, like an explanation video on like explaining the tier or explaining masteries or explaining UI Daniel's second body and or explaining the questism system or and explaining why that doesn't actually scale to Johan or something like that, you know what I mean? I'll definitely do it. If y'all really want it, I'll do it. And then you said power systems. I don't know what you mean by power systems. If by power systems you mean something like a tier list, I do have something like that coming up. I plan on doing the Kings video. This one's going to take a lot longer than I think. I'm going to basically be ranking the Kings. So let's say if any of y'all have ever watched like any ranking video or like tier list video ever, I'm going to basically put people like, let's say Gitae is A tier, and then Seong 3 Thresholds is also an A tier, and then like just like crazy like just stuff, right? Where I'm like hypothetical James, and I'm just gonna be ranking the Kings basically, and I will probably be putting hypothetical characters in those positions. So like let's say for instance I'm ranking all the Kings, and then I'm like, okay, so in A tier, let's go Seong 3 Thresholds. Hypothetically speaking, James Lee would also be in this tier, but he'd be above. And then let's say I go to, I don't know, like, let's say there's a Gongseop tier. And I'm like, okay, in this tier, hypothetically, Sean Liang Gun would be here. This is where Gu would also be placed. You know, stuff like that. I'll make little, like, hypothetical characters and where they would go. Make a Diddy versus Tom video. A Diddy versus Tom video? The fact that I low-key want to do it is actually funny. Because that just sounds like a stupid idea that I just want to do it. Maybe. It's a maybe. I'll give it to a maybe. I'll give it to you a maybe, alright? Actually, yo. I'll be so serious. Okay. If you cash at me, I will I'm being so serious. I will make Diddy versus Tom Lee and I will make it public on my channel. I'm being so serious. I'll make it a public thing on my channel. Oh man, I'll literally scale Diddy versus Tom Lee and put it on my channel. But I gotta get Cash App. Alright. Bro, that's just so dumb. How much do I want? $5. Give it to me now. I don't know if I'm gonna get. I actually don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for putting up that video. So I mean, since it's just a throwaway video and it's just for fun, and I don't want my channel to get in trouble. $5 is whatever. I don't care. Let's see. What else do I have on my list of things to talk about? Okay. So I vaguely touched up on this. The Killer Pietro versus Lookism video is coming out soon. From what I see is, for context, Killer Pietro, as far as I'm aware, might actually lose this. Because based on the stuff that I have seen, and that's why I said it's probably going to be tomorrow, because after I log off tonight, I'm going to do not only, like, I'm going to do a couple stuff, but when I log off tonight, I'm going to go actively, like, do more research on Killer Pietro versus Lookism, so I don't, like, because I know there's a lot of KP fans out there, and I know they don't want to get upset, and I like KP, but I gotta go see. So, the reason why I'm probably going to say that KP loses is it's too early. It's really too early to tell. Like, it's so early in the series. I don't think that they're gonna win. Like, I just don't think so. Now, like I said, I've gone over the scaling, and I'm going to add more people onto this topic, and I'm going to talk more in depth. I know Slays and me sort of talked about it. It was me, Slays, and Sleepy. So I'm going to get Slays' opinion on Killer Pietro, but I'm pretty sure even he has the same opinion. So if you're interested on what my outcome is, chances are it might be Lookism, but low-key, I might, KP might actually take it, honestly. Depends on, okay, it depends. KP might take it because it's still early in the series, but apparently they have some really insane feats, and I know about that 0 reaction time speed feat, and that's one I've been critically looking at, because if they have 0 reaction time speed, or however it's like interpreted, that might actually just be infinite speed. depending on the context of that statement, it might actually be infinite speed. Okay, yeah, I'll drop the Cash App real quick. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I'll drop the Cash App. I got you. Do you wanna dance, baby? Alright, so alright, there you go. There's the Cash App. What do you think about why UI Daniel doesn't have any thresholds? I don't know. Okay. Let me think on that real quick. I might be leaning towards he does. Let me think. This would actually have to be something. Okay, I'm leaning towards he probably does. But we don't have any actual, like, statements for it, or, like, anything implied, to my knowledge. So this is actually it's gonna have to be something I actually dive deep into. I'm sorry I don't have an answer off the top of my head, but I'd probably lean towards he does. You're gonna be here watching the live, you gotta leave early. Yeah, you did say that, but it's all good, Sleepy. Just pop up another time, bro. Why does James Lee look like a younger version of Jin Young Park? They literally have the same hairstyle. Okay, I want to say this. I'm completely fine with James Lee changing his hair color. Like, I don't mind the black hairstyle, but please give him a different haircut. Like, stop with the middle part. Like, the middle part for James Lee's cool, but let's be real. The messy James Lee first generation legend hairstyle is so much better. No, can we appreciate how cool that hairstyle is? That hairstyle is so fire. The little red and black, like, with the messy, like, that hairstyle is fire. Hint of white would be good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the pink was fine for me. You didn't have to change. Well, technically, you kind of did have to change the hairstyle because he would have been seen as a K-pop star. But, like, the black hair, really? Black hair is so unoriginal, dude. I would have been fine with like his red again, or orange. Like, go with the anime, go orange. I don't care. Black. The reason I don't like the black hairstyle is because so many characters in Lookism just have it, and they make it look. They all look so much alike. Daniel, Eli, look at Daniel, Eli, James. Even Gunn is implied to look like. I'm pretty sure in one chapter, Gunn's implied to look like Daniel. Fucking. Who else? There's like one more character, I'm forgetting his name. But dude, they all look so alike, and it's actually mad annoying. It's so annoying. A blonde James Lee would have actually been fire. I can't lie. A blonde James Lee, in my opinion, he would have been cool. He would have been fire. And I don't even think he would look like Jaegeon. I don't even think he'd look like Jaegeon, because Jaegeon had definitely, like, you can definitely tell that Jaegeon looks a little different. Jaegeon's lips, like his structure, his face, that, in some way, I can see a little bit of James Lee in that, but like, I can definitely tell the difference. If I were to dye James Lee's hair blonde and I were to dye Jaegeon's hair blonde, I could see the difference. Or, I mean, Jaegeon's hair is already blonde, but I could definitely see the difference, because, like, obviously Jaegeon has, he likes to draw his lips a certain way. People are gonna call him Walmart Eli, bro. That's the dumb thing. Is like, for one, Daniel put it off first, but like Eli, bro, I miss blonde Eli. Blonde Eli is so cold. Can we just appreciate that? Like, blonde Eli is so cold, and the only black-haired version of Eli I like is black-haired Eli with the white streaks. That was fire. Black-haired Eli with the white streaks and Hostel was so peak. Come on, we can't lie. Like, that hairstyle is better than the one we have now. The one we have now, he literally just looks like Daniel. It's actually annoying. He is Walmart Eli, let's be real. James is better than Eli by a significant amount. So much better. He's cooler. He's just so much better. His fighting style is cooler. What's up, Zane? What's good? But yeah, no, I don't know how I feel about the James Lee black hair. It's cool. But, like, now he just looks like every other character. I'm pretty sure it was Sleepy. I didn't see it at first, but Sleepy showed me a literal side-by-side panel. And it legit just looked like Daniel. Oh, it was so annoying. That hairstyle, if y'all have ever been on Pinterest, right? Or y'all have ever been on, if y'all have ever been on, like, Pinterest, or if y'all ever been scrolling or seen any, like, fan art, have y'all seen the fan art of James Lee when he takes off the mask, with the when he's talking to Taesu? Have y'all seen the fan art where they dye his hair black and they give him the Ultra Instinct eyes? That's what I see every time I see James Lee with black hair. I see the fan art, bro. It's, I'm like, every time I see that, I just see the fan art. That's all I see when I see black hair James Lee. It's so annoying. Okay, let's read chat. Eli has the most hairstyle changes in the series. It's crazy. Hot take. Cotton candy haired Eli is not terrible, but it's also not good, but it's not terrible. But it's also like his worst style by far. I'm gonna agree to that. It's by far his worst style. Let's see. Might be Daniel with the most hair changes. Hairstyles, yeah. Hairstyles. But like hair color changes, I think is what he's talking about. Daniel doesn't dye his hair. I'm pretty sure like there was early chapters where he had brown hair, but then it changed to black hair. Eli blonde hair. Eli's blonde. Oh my goodness. Eli's blonde hair is by far, in my opinion, the best hairstyle from Eli. It is the peak for Eli. Next to Eli with black hair and the white stripes, or the white strips. Bro, the white strips on Eli was cool, but blonde takes it. Blonde, bleached, haired Eli takes it. It was so fire. Especially, bro, in third affiliate with that brown coat. Oh my goodness. Bro, third affiliate Eli with the black turtleneck and the brown coat. Oh man, that was fire. Come on now. You just finished school. Well, welcome to the stream. Stay in school, kids. Don't do drugs. Except for cocaine. Do that. Wait, can I say that? Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can say it. I don't know what I can and cannot say on stream. I actually just don't know. The Eli is the best one in my PFP. That's one of my favorites. I do like that Eli. That Eli with that hairstyle is actually fire. Oh, Bakyung-gul. Gyo. That's who I was thinking of. When I was talking about James Lee's lookalikes with the black hair, I said Eli, I said Daniel, and then I said somebody else. Gyo was the person I was not thinking of. He was the person I was thinking of, but I couldn't remember the name of. Gyo. And then Hongyo, because they technically look alike too. So that's like 5 people. Eli, Daniel, James, Gyo, and Hongyo, the older brother of Gyo, they all look alike to me. Eugene too! Eugene with his glasses off too? Oh my goodness, bro. Can we stop? And then technically Yoosung, that's like 7 people that look alike, bro. I guess Yoosung's kind of, he's kind of unique. He's got freckles, right? People are hating on Gitae because he gets hit by Sinu, but I think it's the reason because he didn't expect it. No, like, okay. I'm gonna say this. Oh, glaze Sinu to the end of the world, okay? But I'm gonna be real with you guys, okay? As a Sinu fan, that chapter was not the worst thing to happen, but it was not the best thing to happen. Sinu got embarrassed. I'll admit it, as a Sinu fan, I'm gonna be honest. But Gitae, he tanked that. Like, you can't tell, like, he had no real, okay, Gitae can dodge, but he doesn't really have a reason to dodge Sinu, if that makes sense. Anyways, yeah, so didn't he get hit for fun? No, he got hit. So what I'm pretty sure happens is, and Zane could probably correct me on this because I didn't give a fuck about that chapter. I didn't really read that. I read, like, skimmed through it once, so I didn't really care about what happened. So what I remember is Sinu hit him, but in the process of hitting him, it looked like that Gitae moved his head because he turned his attention towards Jake in the middle of the attack because he didn't care about Sinu. That's how I remember. Maybe I'm wrong. But what I remember is, like, he turned his head towards Jake right as, like, Sinu was, like, throwing the punches and shit, and because he didn't care about Sinu. Like, as soon as Sinu, like, throwing his punches, he followed through with the punch and then just looked directly at Jake. That's how I remember it. I only watch it. Like I said, I scrolled through it, didn't care about it. It was a boring chapter. I didn't really care. But Jake getting lifted up in the air was pretty funny. Yeah, lie. He getting lifted in the air was pretty funny. He tanked that. Okay, the reason I said that he moves with the punch is I'm not fully confident that Sinu could actually force Gitae to move his head. I'm not confident at all. Like, I'm not confident at all that Sinu can punch Gitae in the face and like make Gitu turn his head. Or Gitu? What am I saying? Gitae. I don't think Sinu can make Gitae turn his head. I don't think he can actually do that much. Turns his head. Yeah. Yeah, that's what, yeah, okay, yeah, so, yeah, basically what Zane was saying. Hold on, let me turn my fan on. It's hot in here. No, the light's on. Alright. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Man, oh man. Okay, what else do I want to talk about? Okay, so, I need to say this real quick. I want to apologize real quick. There was somebody in my comment section that I got really mad at, and I would like to apologize. I try not to be toxic as a content creator, and I try not to be toxic to people. I want to keep a healthy community. I want you guys to be healthy. I want you guys to not think I'm a terrible person. Well, not just like not think I'm a terrible. I want y'all to think that I actually care about y'all, which I do, right? I don't want y'all to think I'm just like somebody that's trying to attack you. And I know, like a lot of people insult me and stuff, and I try my best to be courteous. I don't want to insult people, but this one guy got me really kind of upset because, you know, I went back and forth with him and he tried calling me like a liar. And basically what happened was we were talking about Taesu and the conversation was playing out. I was thinking he was like calling me a liar and I didn't know what I was talking about and I was basically dumb. And that kind of like got annoying. It got annoying, but then I looked back on our conversation and then I realized what he was like saying. And then I looked at my notes for something. So basically the conversation was about Taesu and how many masteries Taesu has. And he was basically saying that Taesu only has 1 mastery. He's weaker than Gangseop. He was just disrespecting Taesu. So that kind of got me annoyed because Taesu's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? So in response, I basically said he just lied for no reason because when I looked back at my notes, there's a statement from James Lee that says that that Taesu does not collapse, or he says that there's a body that doesn't collapse is basically the correct translation, or the webtoon translation basically says a body that just doesn't collapse. And he's talking about Taesu. And I was basically finding all this evidence that was saying that Taesu Ma is considered like a very durable or endurance heavy person, like that can keep fighting if you don't fully put him down. And this guy was pointing out that like there's no statement that ever says Taesu can or has endurance. And so I'm looking at my notes, right? And I get a little annoyed because he just basically lied to my face. Or not just lied to my face, he wouldn't accept any evidence as long as it wasn't directly stated. So for instance, if it wasn't directly stated that Taesu Ma had endurance mastery, he wouldn't accept it. So he's basically being ignorant, is what I was thinking in my head. I was like, so he's being ignorant for what? Why? Just to get me annoyed? So it did annoy me a little bit, and I kind of insulted him. I basically said he's a liar and he lied for no reason. And so I just want to apologize for that, because that was not cool of me to say. That was not cool of me to do. I shouldn't have come at him like that. And I should try to set a better example. So from now on, I'm going to try my hardest to interact as positively as I can with the community. And I'm probably not going to actually do as much engagement with arguments as much as possible, because I don't want to, like, you know, have a risk of like insulting somebody, because like, for instance, they might straight up keep calling me dumb in an argument, and then it just low-key gets on my nerves. Like, so let's say I'm having a bad day, right? Because I was having a bad day that day. So if I was having a bad day, then I low-key, it gets on my nerves. But that being said, like I said, I apologize. That was dumb of me. I was childish. All right, I'm gonna try and do better. Okay, as a content creator, as someone that I want y'all to feel safe around, I'm gonna try and do better for you guys. But now that I'm done ranting about that, let's go into another conversation I want to talk about. This one is actually very, very, very interesting. All right, I'm gonna talk about some Lookism YouTubers. Okay. All right, real quick, I'm gonna ask Zane. Zane says, how many masters do you think Gun has? Off the top of my head, I think he has 4, right? I think he has 4, if I recall correctly. 3 or 4. I think he has 4. I'm thinking 4. Okay. So, real quick, let's talk about some Lookism YouTubers. So, the people I have written down specifically are, I have specifically Tekkadan written down. I have Tekkadan written down. Okay, so I'm gonna start this off by saying something. Tekkadan and his takes, as you know, are absolutely blasphemous. Tekkadan's takes are terrible. I cannot stress this enough. I don't know how this man can come up with these takes like this. It is insane to me. It's blasphemy. But with that being said, Tekkadan is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. That man is funny as hell. Okay? Because, okay, I gotta point this out. There was one video, I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. So there's a video of Tekkadan that this guy asked him to upload the Questism chapter review, and Tekkadan blows up on this guy and just absolutely just goes, don't you know I have a life outside of TikTok? You know that I get bitches, right? You know I get bitches, right? You know that? I do stuff else. Oh my god. That shit was absolutely demonic. And oh my goodness. Okay. I'm not really too invested in a lot of the Lookism community's debates. I'm not like too invested in it. But me and Sleepy went over the Tekkadan versus Mohan debate. We only got 18 minutes into it before we like clicked off and, you know, stopped watching it. But 18 minutes into that Lookism conversation with Mohan, oh my god. No hate to Mohan, but bro, that was just, Tekkadan was way too. I remember one part in that debate between Mohan and Tekkadan was Mohan goes, I want to what's it called? He goes, I want to talk to you about writing, or he's like, I want you to talk to you about writing analysis on Lookism. And this dude Tekkadan, this is the craziest response I've ever heard. This shit was so funny. Tekkadan, and I only say it's funny because I'm gonna hate a little bit more. It's funny because Tekkadan, of all people, is saying this. So Tekkadan goes, Mohan, you don't want to get into that because trust me, I know way more about writing and way more about Lookism's writing quality than you do. Way more. You do not want to get into a conversation with writing about me because, you know, I would dominate you. And I lost it, dude. I lost it. That was so, oh my, it was so funny. I can't lie. Dude, Tekkadan is so funny. I love Tekkadan. He's a GOAT. Other than his scaling, I'll say this. Other than his scaling, Tekkadan, in my opinion, is a really good debater. I think he's good in terms of the Lookism community. I'm only going to specifically talk about the Lookism community, more so Gongbuk. I'm not going to talk about any community outside of Gongbuk. So in Gongbuk, he's actually a really good debater. And what's funny is a lot of people in the Lookism community, or even in the Lookismverse channel and Gongbuk, won't even really interact with him like that. It's funny to see that people will shit on Tekkadan and immediately start ducking the fade. Like, I think that's hilarious. I think it's hilarious that people will see Tekkadan 09 to be like, Tekkadan, your opinion is trash. And then Tekkadan's like, we can talk about it. And they're like, your opinion's bad. Your opinion's bad. I'm not going to point any fingers. Free. Yeah, so... but no. I like Tekkadan. He's funny. He's a great debater. Also, I want to say, he is the face of the Lookism community. Whether you want to say it or not, he is the face of the community. The reason why the Lookism community is as big as it is now, or the reason why the Lookism community can come together in such a way that it does, is because of Tekkadan. You can go on any and Sagemo Tai, my friend Sagemo Tai, and Slays, we all point this out. Sleepy as well. You can go on TikTok, you can go on Instagram, or not Instagram, what the fuck? You can go on TikTok, you can go on Reddit, and out of those are like the main sites for, and Discord too. These are the, mostly TikTok and Reddit, these are the biggest sites for TikTok, or for Lookism. And almost every single day, it's just Tekkadan meat ride. And it's actually really funny. I won't lie, because a lot of the Tekkadan memes are funny. A lot of the Tekkadan memes are really funny. But Tekkadan is the face of Lookism of the Lookism community. And on top of that, I find it hilarious when the Reddit community, they post about him almost every single day. It's insane. But when the Reddit community posts about how terrible his takes are, and then Tekkadan's like, do you want to challenge me on it? They're like, Tekkadan, you're an idiot. And I'm just like, bro. Okay, that's not any hate to the Reddit community. Okay? I'm just saying, I find it funny. Tekkadan's just a funny ass dude. But yeah, no, Tekkadan's the face of the Lookism community. He's a GOAT. Okay, let me read the chat real quick. Mohan isn't really a debater or even a scaler. They agreed to have it for a discussion, but Tekka claimed it was a debate from what I've heard. Dude, that's okay. I'm gonna talk about that. So, okay, I'm trying to keep it a little bit balanced. I don't want it to seem like I'm hating Tekka, but I don't want it to seem like I'm glazing Tekka. I want to keep it very neutral. Okay, so I'm still waiting, and I know a lot of people are waiting on the SDK interaction between Tekkadan. Tekkadan was saying that SDK doesn't know what he's talking about, and apparently a lot of other people that I'm not going to name, that they don't know what he's talking about, but he is 100% offered. He's been offered to come up on SDK's live and talk to certain people that I'm not going to name, and he says he doesn't do it, and he says he doesn't debate, but off of what Zane just said in chat, Tekkadan says he doesn't debate anymore, but then we'll go and debate random people that aren't that good. I find that kind of annoying, but I also find that fucking hilarious. I do find that really funny. No, Tekkadan's a G for that. Tekkadan's actually a fucking G. Dude, he's so... Okay, he's a comedian. I love Tekkadan. His scaling is wonky. He talks a lot of smack. But he is a good debater. I can't lie. In terms of Gongbuk and in terms of Lookism community of Gongbuk, he is a good debater. And his reasoning isn't actually all that bad. If you actually sit down and actually have a conversation with Tekkadan, his reasoning isn't actually that bad. I know a lot of people provide pushback, but like I've seen people like in the actual Reddit community go into a conversation with Tekkadan and come out with the same opinion. Calamity, I'm pretty sure y'all know who Calamity is a TikToker. I'm pretty sure even he has the same opinions as Tekkadan at certain points in time. I know he has Choi as like the top of the verse or something. Oh, what's good, Pads? What's up, my boy? But yeah, no, Tekkadan is actually he has good reasoning, or, well, some of his takes, like 2 of his takes have good reasoning. Well, okay, that's actually being a little bit mean. Some of his takes do have genuinely really good reasoning. And, and like I said, he's a good debater, so he can obviously back it up if somebody tries to press him. Unless you're like really good, like I guess like SDK would be an example, or Ty, then that's gonna be a little bit tricky. But no, Tekkadan's really good. Tekkadan's a really good debater, and he's funny. He's really hilarious. So those are kind of like my issues and my strengths about Tekkadan, I guess you could say. Is that how you want to pronounce it? Tekkadan's funny. He's a good debater. He's got solid reasoning. He's on the opposite end of the spectrum. He's got terrible scaling. He's got ass opinions, terrible predictions. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? Let's see. Okay, let me read the chat real quick. That's my issues too with Tekkadan. He only seems to debate people who generally considered ass. No offense to them though. That is true. No hate to Mohan. Mohan seems like a really cool dude, but based off of that interaction I saw with Tekkadan, Mohan was very, very cucky to Tekkadan. Like he was getting pressed on things he really should not have gotten pressed on. Like genuinely, I know a lot of people. Like I'm gonna bring him up. My friend Ty. Y'all know him too. If Tekkadan were to hit him with the, Ty, I guarantee you I know more about writing than you do. Ty would spaz the fuck out. Ty would spaz the hell out, dude. And that's something Mohan didn't do. And if Mohan would have, I'm genuinely so serious, like, it was in PDJ High, right, Zane? If Mohan would have spazzed the fuck out on Tekkadan and just called him out on, like, his reading copy, I guarantee you that would have been, like, a rhetorical victory for Mohan in that point. Like, a rhetorical victory, at least in my opinion. But he didn't do it. Like you said, Zane, he's not a scaler, he's not really a debater, he just wanted to have a conversation. So I give him the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, so that's my general opinions of Tekkadan. A fucking awesome dude to talk to. I love talking to Tekkadan. He's so funny. And he's a really cool dude. I love him. I just think his opinions and his takes are terrible. But other than that, I don't have a problem with Tekkadan other than the fact that he talks shit on certain occasions and that he has ass opinions. But when he talks shit, like, he genuinely to my knowledge, because I think I've talked to him and Sasuke about this, the reason he talks shit is because he feels like he's personally attacked, or he feels like he's attacked by the people that he insults, so that's why he insults them back, which is fair, okay? I do sometimes insult Tekkadan. I mean, I've done it already on stream. I think his opinions are ass. I think they suck. They're terrible. But, like, I can understand why he would go after some of the people that he's gone after. And the people that have genuinely shown him, like, well, what's the word? Like, genuinely have showed him that they're not like really mean. He's showed respect towards them. Like, if you show respect to him, he'll show respect back. Unless, you know, I don't know, you diss him on the side or something. But, okay. So that's enough of Tekkadan. Next person I want to go talk about is Paths wants to get talked about. Okay, we'll do Paths. Okay, Paths is bald. He needs to cut my hair already, bro, because holy hell, I've been waiting in line for the past, like, 5 years to get a haircut, dude. Like, you were supposed to pay. At this point, you gotta pay me for a haircut, dog. Like, you gotta pay me for a haircut, you bald ass. Anyways, so, let's talk about Paths. Paths, dude, you're inconsistent ass boy. Okay, I understand you're busy, but and I love your content, dude. Make more content. Come on, we need some versus battle matchups. Come on. Like, holy hell, man. I need some content from you, Paths. Bro, I'm gonna say this, Paths. Look, I'll say this. Me and you, for one, have got to collab. We have to collab, okay? And I don't know what we're gonna talk about. We were supposed to talk about Elite versus Mugen. Oh, we did talk about Elite versus Mugen. Remember, not my bad, I'm schizophrenic. But we gotta talk about a specific topic on my YouTube channel or on YouTube channel. Like, you got to, wait, we gotta make one. Come on now. We're just gonna Slifer, my goat, Slifer. We're just talking about some Lookism YouTubers. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, Pads, okay? I'm gonna say this. Pads, you're editing. I know who edits your videos. It's really good. I fuck with it heavy, okay? Your conclusions are really good. Your scaling's really good. I think some of your outcomes are iffy, and how you achieve those outcomes can be iffy, like can be very iffy. But generally, overall, I think the conclusions you have in your videos, and I think that the overall scaling is actually really solid. So I think it was what video is it was the James Lee video. The James Lee video. While I disagree. I think you said Gun won that one, right? Unless I'm thinking of another content creator. I think you said Gun would end up winning with that video. While I disagree that Gun wins, I genuinely do fuck with the scaling that you provided. And that was actually solid reasoning, even though I disagree with the outcome. But yeah, welcome Slifer, my goat, okay? Tekka's the most bullied person in the community. It's actually blasphemous. Okay. Tekkadan has terrible takes, yes, but bro, it's not this, like, people literally, like, dox him, like, it's so, I'm not gonna get into it, but he is really hated, and it sucks. Do a top 5 Lookism scalers across all platforms. Okay, I'm gonna only include people that, okay, I'm gonna leave out certain people, and, okay, alright, I got an idea. Okay, let's see. Oh, you gave James the win? Okay. Maybe, am I thinking about a different video? Maybe. Didn't you say Gun won at one point? It was like DG, right? It was DG? Alright, whatever. Alright, so my top 5 Lookism scalers, I'm gonna do YouTube. Okay, this is gonna be my YouTube one. I don't want to talk about other platforms, because I don't know a lot of other people on different platforms, but I'm gonna do YouTube, okay? So I'm gonna go no order. I'm gonna go manga hype house, or technically anime hype house. So I'm gonna go anime hype house. I'm gonna go SDK. I'd say, as much as I disagree with him on a couple of things, from what I've seen off the baseline, I'd say Mysterious Weeb's up there. I think Mysterious Weeb absolutely. I disagree with some of his takes. I think it was like it wasn't, I think he did a tier list, and I disagree with, like, his Johan take. And then there was, like, a Seong take. I think I disagree with a couple of takes. I think it was a Taesu take I disagreed with as well. But Mysterious Reeb really has, like, he has really good reasoning. I think he's actually a really solid scaler. Do you still speak to Zenkai, by the way? What happened to him? So, if I recall correctly, Zenkai is busy with, like, a lot of IRL stuff. Zenkai I'd also throw up there. I can't speak. I was actually going to add Zenkai to the list, but Zane beat me to it. But let me talk about Mysterious Weeb real quick. Mysterious Weeb, I think his scaling of the top tiers in Lookism are pretty solid. I think his videos are really, really good. I think they're constructed really well. I don't agree, and this is probably going to be my hottest take to date. I don't agree with his Baki versus Lookism video outcome. If you don't know, spoiler alert, if you've never seen that video, he has Baki winning. I don't agree with that outcome. That's a topic for another time. I'm not going to get into it now. But Mysterious Weeb is really good. Kengan content, not really his Lookism stuff. He does do Lookism stuff on occasion, though. And his Kengan content is really good, too. I think Sleepy likes it, right? I think Sleepy's watched a couple of stuff before. If not, I personally recommend Mysterious Weeb to Sleepy. He's got some pretty good stuff. But no, Mysterious Weeb's got like a lot of good content, and his Lookism takes are pretty solid. I disagree with some of them, like always. Like everybody's gonna disagree with like somebody's takes, right? Everybody's gonna disagree. But I agree with some of them, and I disagree with some of them. But I think they're pretty solid, and I think he has solid reasoning behind them. Zenkai. All right, let's go over Zenkai. Zenkai is my boy. That is the GOAT. Zenkai has really good reasoning for a lot of his videos. And I mean, Zenkai is somebody They used to help me out a lot on Lookism. Zenkai was somebody that helped me out a lot on Lookism. Zenkai has not only really good scaling, but really good reasoning for that scaling, and then also really good content to back that up. I like his Goo video, or like the who's the most skilled fighter in Lookism, and it was like Goo because there's a statement there's like a statement implying that Goo has like surpassed mastery of like swordsmanship or whatever. Like that's insane. Like he's transcended mastery or something like that in Manager Kim. Don't quote me on that because I have not read Manager Kim. But Zenkai has really good reasoning. Zenkai let you borrow... Dude, Zenkai let me sleep in his mansion for like 1 year before. It was actually insane. Zenkai's thumbnails are good. Dude, I love Zenkai's thumbnails as well. I want to go over more of what I like about Zenkai. Not only because he's my fucking boy. That dude's my goat. I love Zenkai. He's my goat. But I'm going to mostly talk about the power scaling stuff. So, I do disagree with some of his takes. As per usual, right? Obviously, as the Sinu Han fan, I disagree with the Sinu Han fan take. Or it was Sinu Han take. But I can't lie. That was a solid video. His Sinu Han is a fraud video is actually really good. It's solid. I love that video. I use that video sometimes to kind of inspire my content, right? Or inspire how I do my content. And I'm probably going to use more videos like his to kind of do a little bit of content creation like that. His thumbnails are fire. As a side comment outside of power scaling, his thumbnails are fire. They are crazy good. But yeah, Zenkai is not only that, he's also a really good debater too. I think Zenkai is a really solid debater. In terms of like the Lookism community of Gongbuk, so just strictly Gongbuk, I'd say Zenkai is like a B tier. So in S tier we have SDK, and A tier we have like Jester or Tai, right? Or Anime Hype House I'd put in A tier. And I'm not gonna go into the A tier too much because you know. But in B tier, that's probably what I have. Zenkai, Tekkadan, Sasuke, those guys are really good. They're slept on. They have Zenkai, I'd say, has the better takes. I'd say he's probably the worst debater out of those guys, but he absolutely has the better takes and he has the better opinions, and I think he has the better reasoning. I just don't think he's the better debater. But that's where I would have him. I'd have him at B rank. I'd probably be like C rank, and I'd have Sleepy up there in B rank too. Sleepy would also be up there in B rank. I'd probably put myself at like the C rank area, and then I put like Slays, because I know Slays is in Gongbuk. I'd put Slays, I'd put WoW, I'd put Tekkadan, Sasuke, and Zenkai. And Sleepy. I'd put all of them in B tier. So they're really, really good. I didn't click on his Sinu video. Oh, you didn't click on his Sinu video because it goes against your agenda. I clicked on it because I wanted to see how he structured his video so I can kind of copy it and use it. And it was really solid. It was really solid. I liked it. I loved it. I loved that video. It was really good. Now, for the 5th power scaler of the YouTube community. So let's go over so far. I have SDK. I have Anime Hype House, I have Zenkai, and then I have Mysterious Weeb. Now I need one more. So a lot of people are tossed up in the air. A couple of people come to mind. Tekkadan comes to mind. VMatt comes to mind. And I think his name's Kaizeni? Kaizeni? Is it Kaizeni? Kaizeni comes to my mind as well. Now, I haven't seen any Kaizeni videos. I haven't seen any of his videos. I've seen maybe like one. But I've seen like a little snippet of it. I haven't seen like a ton. So, I'm going to throw Kaizeni out. Jester, I don't consider Jester a Lookism YouTuber. I don't consider him a Jester. I don't consider Jester a Lookism YouTuber or No Look a Lookism YouTuber. Because if No Look was a Lookism YouTuber, if I considered him a Lookism YouTuber, I would have thrown him in there. But I'd say it's between VMatt, Tekkadan. Who's Seni? I've never heard of Seni. Oh, Kai Seni? Kai Seni? Kai Seni. Okay, hold on. Let me look it up on my PC. Hold on. Okay, so I have a couple of... I'm following subscribed to a bunch of people, so... Oh, Blur Nation. Blur Nation's also up there. I throw Blur Nation up there. Agony. Okay. So here are. Oh, Kai Cenat. Yeah, Kai Cenat. True. Okay. Here are the people. Oh. Okay. Oh my. This list just turned a lot harder. Okay. Let me write out the people I was thinking of. Okay. So. Wait, where's my notepad? Let me write this out. Okay. Okay. So we have Agony. Oh my goodness. We have Tekka. We have VMatt. We have. These are the people I'm sub to, by the way. We have Slays. Okay. We have Supreme Uchiha. Okay. We have. Who else? Who else? Let me see. I have it. Oh yeah, we have Blur Nation. Okay, and then we have who are some other? There's so many. I didn't even realize, bro. I just missed out on a lot of people. And then, like I said, Abowed, and then Kai Seni. Okay, Kai Seni. Okay, Kai Seni. And then, oh yeah, I said Tekkadan, right? Okay, Tekka's already up there. Okay, let me see if I didn't miss anybody. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay. All right. Let me. Oh man. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna look at my notes real quick. Or let me see who I wrote down. Okay. So we have Agony, Tekkadan, VMatt, Slays, Supreme Uchiha, Blur Nation, Abowed, and Kai Seni. Okay, these are the guys that are in contention with number 5. Okay, real quick, let me catch up on the comments real quick. Okay. Slide for the Agenda Man, W. No Luck was for real was the OG, first Lookism video I ever watched. Dude, Slide for, you know what's funny is No Luck literally just pinged me just now. Like, that's actually hilarious. But, no, I was just saying his name, Seni, not Zenny. Oh, it's Seni. Okay, Kai Seni. Kai Seni. Okay. I'll wait for your. Okay. Yeah. Does Logan Lee scale? I hate Logan, bro. You're gonna make me tweak the fuck out, Slifer. I hate Logan Lee. That guy is bum. He's trash. I hate him. Dude, I hate Logan Lee. That guy sucks. I hate Logan Lee. Oh yeah, Rebellion would also be up there. Hold on. Okay, I'm throwing you up there, Rebellion. All right. Okay. I'm gonna make a top fucking. I'm gonna make it like a top 5 people I hate and Lookism. Okay, Agony, Tekka, VMatt, Slays, Supreme Uchiha, Blur Nation, Paths gotta. Dude, there's so many, bro. Fuck all. Okay. Who is worse, Logan Lee or Taejin? Logan Lee sucks. I hate Taejin. Alright, wait, I hate both. But I like Taejin's design. He's cool, but fuck Taejin and fuck Logan Lee. Okay, alright, so. We have Agony, Tekka, VMatt, Slay, Supreme Uchiha, Blur Nation, Rebellion, Paths, Abowed, and Kai Seni. Okay. Logan L is the dude that made the love letter for Lookism. Oh, my bad. I just went into instant trigger mode, bro. My bad. I haven't watched his content enough to know. At least with these guys, I've at least watched one video. I have not watched a single video of Logan L. I've watched like maybe 5 seconds of one. Okay. So, out of all these people that I just listed, so when I talk about top 5 scalers, I'm going to talk about not only their debate skill, but I'm mostly going to talk about how they, or their reasonings, or if their reasoning's good, if they're pretty consistent, or if they have good predictions, and if they can scale really well, or if I feel like they scale really well. So, I'd say, out of the people, I think Tekka, out of the people I just mentioned, is the best debater, besides maybe Slays. I'd have to actually see. I think Slays is probably the second best debater. I don't know about Supreme Uchiha enough in terms of debate quality. So, debate is not going to be like the main thing here anyways. So, in terms of scaling, Tekkadan is straight last. He's not the best scaler. I'll stand by this take. He can insult me for it. He's just not the best scaler. Okay, he's a solid debater. He's a cool dude. He is not the best scaler. He actually might be the worst on this list. Yo, I'm sorry, Tekka, but you might actually be the worst scaler that I've listed so far. That actually sounds like I'm fully hating on Tekka. I'm not fully hating on Tekka. So I'd say the best scalers on this notepad I have here are Slays, Paths, and Blur Nation. Supreme and Chia as well. For reasoning, so this is just side number 5, okay. For reasoning, oh my goodness, this is hard. Okay, so I'm torn between these 4. I'm torn between Slays, Supreme Uchiha, Blur Nation, and Paths. Blur Nation's not really a scaler like that, but he has really good predictions and he has really good reasons. Or not reasons, but he has really good like scaling type of how could you say? Like he has good takes, basically. He has good takes. I'd probably put number 5 in terms of power scaling for Lookism. I'd probably put Slays. Consistently, I just think Slays has better reasoning. I think he has better takes. I think he just overall just like I think he just has better overall skill in terms of, I think he has better takes, like I said, better reasoning, better conclusions, better predictions. Now I'm gonna span the 5 to 10. So number 6, so ignore the top 5, so we're gonna just go 6. So number 6, I'd probably have Paths. 7, I'd have Supreme Uchiha. 8, I'd probably have Blur Nation. 9, I'd probably have Rebellion. And then 10, I'd probably have either Tekka, VMatt, or Kai Seni. I need to watch more of About to make a like genuine decision of About. But that's my top 5. So top 5, no order: Anime Hype House, STK, a Zenkai, Mysterious Weeb, and then Slays. Those are my top 5. What am I ranking? I'm ranking Lookism YouTubers because Zane asked me who do I think across the board are the best scalers in terms of Lookism. And I only did, he was asking me across all platforms. I'm doing mostly just YouTube for obvious reasons. But yeah, so I'd say, Paths. You might be tied. You might be tied for 5 with Slays, by the way, Paths. I just need, you know what you need to do? You know what you need to do, Paths, to get up higher? You need to make more content, bitch. Bold ass. All right. So, yep, that's my top 5. There you go, Zane. There's my top 5. Okay. Maybe a couple of things before I wrap this up. Let's see. What else do I have written down? I think I've gone over like what I want to do for content, right? Like I said, I'm gonna expand to the PDJ verse, okay? And we might see some cross-verse stuff, you know what I'm saying? Hey, maybe I might be collabing with my boy Slays, you know what I'm saying? To like talk about some questism stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about doing Reality Quest content. I've been reading that. Reality Quest is fire, and I might do that content with Slays. Actually, let me scroll up. So I'm gonna list off all the content ideas that I might be doing. So whatever you guys, I want you guys to think about what y'all think. All right, or tell me what y'all think. Okay. So these are the possible content ideas. Oh yeah, I didn't hear your thoughts on the chapter. Did you like the writing? It was okay. So real quick, summarize. I thought the writing was okay. My only issue was I didn't like how people were spreading the information that Gapryong Kim just bullied the hell out of the Yamazaki clan, and just bullied Yamazaki Head, which I don't think that's true at all. Because they say the reason why he got depressed was because the Gapryong crew beat up the Yamazaki crew. That's why I was a little bit annoyed. Gun was cool. Gun being born in UI was kind of annoying because I wanted Gun to actually be able to like learn to control his UI. I wanted him to be able to learn to control it. But when I found out that Gun was just born with it, it kind of annoyed me. Okay, so I'd probably give the chapter like a 4 out of 10 for me. It was alright. Gun was cool as fuck though. Alright, so content ideas as of okay, so here we go. Okay, so here are some content ideas that I'm probably gonna be doing. So we have the Kings ranking, okay? So like I was explaining earlier, we're probably gonna rank the Kings, okay? We're gonna do top 5 most durable in series, top 5 fastest in series, and top 5 heaviest hitting in series. Okay? That's gonna be one. This one was, okay, so this one was updated as of August, so this one's gonna be a little old. So we're gonna do a crew heads ranking. We might just chop that down to Eli versus Jake, honestly. Scaling Gapryong Kim. I know some people wanted that one. That one would be interesting in my opinion. Ranking the Gen 0 fighters. I think that one would be really good because I have some pretty hot takes on that one. Woo! I have some really hot takes on Gen 0. Oh, ow, fuck. I have some really hot takes on Gen 0. Like, it's actually really bad. Let's see. What if Eli never stopped training with Gun? So we have a lot of what ifs here. What if Gun fought Seong instead of James? What if Seong was alive? What if Seong fought Gu? What if Samuel let Johan join Big Deal? What? I'm not doing that one. Never mind. Screw that. Ranking battle IQ and Lookism. And then what if Taehoon was in 3A? This was one of the viral hit things I was gonna do. One of the viral hit contents I was gonna do. What if Taehoon was in 3A? And then another one is, what if James Lee replaces Gun in Hunt for Gun? That was gonna be another one. So there's a lot more, but those were basically the main ones that I wanted to make a videos on. Elite Collapse, W. Elite versus Jin Young, Elite slaughters Jin Young. Exactly, Pavs. That's what I'm saying. Word for word, bar for bar, bro. Best Gen 0 topic is Baeko versus Elite. I'm probably in favor of Elite. Low key. But yeah, no, I have a really hot Gen 0 topic. I think Elite slaps everybody in Gen 0 except for arguably Yamazaki Head and Gapryong Kim. Prime Elite versus James Lee. Probably got James Lee. Only debatable topic in the crew heads is Jake versus Eli. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm probably just gonna chop that video down to just Jake versus Eli. Like, honestly. Do you really have hot take? Yes, I think that fucking Elite slaps the hell out of pretty much everybody in Gen 0. I do have hot takes. I think that Elite bullies the hell out of Muujin. I think he beats up Muujin. I think he beats the hell out of Tom Lee. I think he bullies the hell out of Jin Young. He might even beat the Yamazaki Head. Like I said, I got some hot takes. Muujin might take Tom Lee, maybe. You know, he might take Tom Lee. I don't know if he might. Oh, Baeko versus Muujin might actually go crazy. I can't lie. Baeko versus Muujin. Oh man, I might have Baeko. I might have Baeko quad. Some hot takes. The investment in King of Incheon is gonna be strong. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. King of Incheon video is actually gonna come out soon. I'm making a King of Incheon video. King of Incheon, spoiler alert, is a fucking fraud. That dude is terrible. Okay, never mind. He's probably strong, but King of Incheon, as far as I'm aware, yeah, I'm making a King of Incheon video. He might not be fraudulent. He might be fraudulent. You're gonna have to wait and see. All right. Oh, Taesu versus Ji-Chang. That's gonna be in the ranking the Kings video, but I can definitely break down that if y'all want to break down on it, because my Taesu versus Ji-Chang take is very controversial. My Taesu, I have the least favored position in the Taesu versus Ji-Chang argument. Oh boy, I have the hottest. I don't have the hottest take, but I definitely have a hot take in terms of that. If you want to know, I'm not gonna spoil it. Actually, I'm gonna wait for y'all to get to the Kings video. Alright, Taesu Solo's Gen 0 if he was a Gen 0 fighter. Absolutely, WWW. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Taesu slams. Alright. Let's see. Alright, let's see. What else? W Take though, ain't he number 2 in Gap's fist? Yeah, he literally says, I think he's like saying something like if he's only number 2 because his fists weren't as strong as like Gapryong's or something. That's not what he says, but that's what he implies. His fists aren't as strong as Gapryong's, so he's number 2, and for that reason. Because what I've seen, Taesu, I mean, Elite seems to hit pretty fucking hard from what I've looked at, so he either he lacks physical strength or he lacks the ability to hit like fucking Gapryong, because we know Gapryong hits hard. Like that boy Gapryong hits hard. He hits real hard. But okay. I think that's pretty solid for a stream. I think that's pretty good. Yo, who was it that requested the Diddy versus Tom Lee video? I got you. Listen. If you actually did, I'm gonna talk to STK about it. If you actually did send $5 to the Gongbook podcast, I will make that video. I pledge, Prometheus, I pledge that I will make that video if you actually sent $5. Elite is a better version of James Lee. He is, no. He's a different version of James Lee. They're different. They're very different. James Lee is different from Elite. What the hell? What the fuck? Yeah, no, he literally paid me $5 to do a Diddy versus Tom Lee video. I'm doing it. You're Ryan, by the way? Which Ryan? There's like 5 Ryans, dude. Like, which one? From Cord and IG? Bro, I have a Ryan added on Cord and IG. I have 2 of them. Are you Ryan from? Are you Ryan BTW or are you like which one? Are you the editor Ryan or are you other Ryan? There's like 4 Ryans in Gongbook. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Like, shit, my name might as well be Ryan. Like, what the hell? Are you the one that just replied to No Luck? Is that what you just said? That's you? You're the one with the moist critical PFP. Generation Pinnacle. Yes. Okay. Word. All right. You donated $5, so I will get you out. I will get that video out for you. Trust. It'll probably be a short. It'll probably be a Lookism short. Because, you know, but I'll do this. I'm setting up a Patreon. I'll link the Patreon. Can I link the Patreon real quick? Am I able to do that? Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Let me link the Patreon real quick. Can I? Okay, hold on, guys. Actually, I'll link. Okay, in my profile on YouTube, I legit should just have a link tree. Go to my link tree. I'll open up my link tree real quick. Go to my link tree, and my Patreon should be right there. Legit. Let me pull up my link tree real quick. Let me pull up my link tree. Okay, I'm gonna pull up my link tree. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna drop my Patreon. Oh shit! Oops. Okay. Bro, what? Okay. Who wins in a 3v3? Okay, so we had, okay, real quick, let me answer this. Samdok, Logan Gracie, and then you said, who else? You said Samdok, Logan Gracie, bro, oh my goodness. Samdok, Logan Gracie, Hansu, and Gapryong versus Gapryong, Seongji, and Brekdek. I'd say Samdok, if we go with the what's it called? Samdok might low-key get him, but I'm leaning more of Gapryong's team. I'm leaning towards more of Gapryong's team. I don't think Hansu's gonna do much. I think Brekdek might hold Logan Gracie for a bit, and I think Gapryong gets Samdok if we're not going off of like any crazy Samdok feats. Okay, I gotta, bro. Oh wait, where's my Patreon's right here? Is this it? Okay, here we go. Alright. I should be... Okay. Okay, so if you go to my link tree on my YouTube channel, my Patreon will be in there. That's where I'm going to start posting the uncensored versions of my YouTube content. So that way you can see full context, full whatever. I might even make longer videos and more in-depth videos on my Patreon. Those are all going to be for free. Now, there will be, so just for a little quick thing, spoiler, okay? There will be paid content in the future, but that's for certain things that I will talk about another time. So something I'll talk about another time. There will be paid features, and trust me, it's gonna be fire. Okay, it's gonna be fire. But for your content that you want to see, that's not only uncensored, has more details and goes into like more in depth, and it's probably a longer video. Just go to my Patreon. It'll all be free on there. All right. If you think about it, Gun's name isn't actually Gun, it's Shiro Oni. Yeah. But okay, that's all I have for today's stream. It's hot as hell in my room. I'm gonna turn on my fan. I didn't want my fan to pick up my microphone, so it doesn't sound like, you know, something's buzzing in the mic. My mic, it might sound echoey anyways. But yes, I hope you guys all have a great day. Enjoy yourselves, take care of yourselves, love yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Patreon's now open. I'm going to start posting stuff in there for free. And then in the future, probably a couple weeks from now, or maybe a month from now, I'm going to start uploading paid stuff that will get you private access to stuff that me and a really friend of mine that y'all probably do know, I've mentioned them in the stream, we're going to do some private stuff, and you guys can pay to get into some of that private stuff, and that private stuff will be, we'll save it for whenever whenever we set it up. We'll save it for when we set it up. But yeah, love you guys, you know, take care of yourselves, and yo, peace.